always, it's on YouTube if you want to see it, that his players always say the toughest, the most sorest that they are is after the Kentucky game. We got a dude knows a little bit about Kentucky. We're going to go to
knows a little bit about all the teams.
About all of them, but
yeah.
I know he's been waiting on the dog for this one. Good morning, Judah. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I don't know. What kind of mood are you in, Judah? I mean, you're going to Athens. You're going to 95,000 of my closest friends will be there. It's going to be loud. So tell me how Kentucky wins tonight.
Well, our defense is definitely going to have to stop Carson Beck and Brock Bowers. That's going to be the key to Georgia's win. But if Kentucky's defense can hold up that duo, it's going to be a tough night for the Dogs. Devin Leary is going to have more than just 9 completions. If he puts up better numbers, I think we'll do good. If Ray Davis has a good game, we'll do good.
So this is the thing. Last week, Georgia went into Auburn, and the quarterbacks rushed for over 100 yards. One of them on a 70-yard run and a couple of 15-yard runs. The running backs themselves didn't do very well. Devin Leary's not going to pose that threat, but when you look at what Davis did last week against Florida, my God, man, he technically, if they wanted to, could have ran for 350 yards.
Yeah, I think he could have if they kept him in the game, but I know you don't want to get your best running back hurt. He had a heck of a game last week.
I wouldn't be upset if he got the flu today.
Hey,
I just wouldn't.
Hey, Judah, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
How well does Kentucky travel? All right. How do their fans go to other games in the opposing stadiums? How well do they travel? I know it might be kind of tough. What do you got for me?
Well, it's hard to go to Athens, Georgia when there's a lot of red there. There's a lot of red there, and we're okay at traveling. We're not the best. We're not the biggest traveling school. It's going to be hard playing Athens, even though it's a fun place to play.
And you look at last year's game, Judah, Brock Bowers was not a big player in that game. Kentucky did a really good job. Georgia only scored 16 points. And I get aggravated with a lot of Georgia fans when they say, oh, my God, the world's fallen, when if they look back to last year, we weren't in any better shape last year than we are this year. The teams have to grow up. The difference is Kentucky is growing up too. And when you've got Leary in there, I don't care what they said about the kid that played quarterback last year. He was a good quarterback, but at the end of the year, he didn't have the greatest stats in the world. And Leary is got the chance to hit open. You've got the best receiving core I think you've had in 5 years. Am I right?
Well, yeah, we're a great recruiting receiver school.
There you go.
Well, I mean, but you got guys that are green grass athletes, and Georgia may have the 2 best safeties in the country with the 2 guys as a pair back there, Javon Bullard and Malachi Starks. But what I look for in this game is Kentucky to try to establish the run. I look for them to try to get on the outside. I don't think Davis is going to have a lot of luck between the tackles, but if they can establish the run on the outside, that's going to be a problem for Georgia. And I don't know that Georgia can afford to put 6 in the box because you got some athletes at wide receiver that can get into green grass and make a difference.
Hey, Judah, is Kentucky going to out-physical Georgia? Because they leave bumps and bruises after you play them.
Well, Georgia has not had the best start of their season, so I think we'll get them in the first quarter.
I think we've started slow. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think Kentucky out physicals Georgia, but I think they match Georgia.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think anybody's going to out physical them, but I think if you listen to Kirby Smart, every year after the Kentucky game, the players are like, "Dadgum." Judah, tell everybody how they can get your
content.
Yeah, your content and stuff, son.
Yeah, Judah's Game Day Picks.
And that's on
YouTube.
On YouTube, and it is worth Judah's Game Day Picks. Give me the score tonight, Judah.
Well, say 45-42. Go Cats!
Go Cats!
The Cats don't want to have me on the show next week.
We'll have you, brother.
All right. That's too good. The young prodigy, Judah. All right, it's the Southern Gentleman Sports Show on the Ticket Sports Network. We're going to be right back from the break. Bill, who we got? Go ahead. You're hot.
Yeah.
All right. Right back.